tuning in. It's David and Dom, another episode of Apex Vision TV. Look at these M3s. We got your E92 with the 4.0 V8. You got your M4 with the M55 motor, turbocharged inline 6. Which do you like more between the two, Dom?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm really feeling the older M3. I know it's not that old, but I like the V8. I feel like the M4 kind of lost a little bit of its soul. It's fast, don't get me wrong. It's definitely faster, but a lot of the cars we've seen out here, they got the supercharged V8s. I heard them, they could probably trap about 150 on the half mile. I mean, what you feeling looks-wise versus performance-wise? Which one would you rather have?
I like the NA V8. You can't go wrong with the NA to me. Of course, I like turbos too, but this is just a really special car for me because I remember when they came back to the Le Mans series and they just dominated with the car. They actually just came back again, but when this was in the American Le Mans series, it was my favorite car. That white with that white blue and red stripes on it. Cold car, but these M4s are pretty clean too. I like the carbon wrap. These wheels are both of them. Even this one over here, the BDS wheels. Beautiful cars. Supercharger on here.
I saw somebody GTS.
Beautiful. Wish I could hear it. What you think about that, Dom?
It's flashy for a reason, my friend.
Yeah, E92 V8 supercharger. Beautiful.
I thought you wasn't feeling the supercharger, bro.
I like turbos more, but anything that got power, make it sound more aggressive. I'm feeling it,
The
bro.
V8s love the supercharger, bro.
E46, my favorite. My favorite BMW, best looking one to me, the best looking M3 right here, E46s, man. And then you had my favorite M3 period is the M3 GTR. So what happened with that was, they came out with the V8 for the Le Mans series back in the early 2000s, but the problem was, the V8 wasn't in the road car, so they made a road car with the V8 called the M3 GTR. That's actually the basis for the E92 V8. But if you just look at it, it's just a clean car to me. The shapes of it. This is BMW to me. The early 2000 BMW, that was their peak for me. Because you see, you had this one, the M3 GTR, and then they were in F1, and the 5.0 E39 M5. Just monsters. I love it. This is my favorite era of BMW. Of course, everybody has their different preferences. I'm sure, Dom, how you feel about the early 2000s BMW?
It is probably my favorite body, M3-wise, but as we know, the American car didn't get a very, stout engine. So, it's a great driver's car, but if you're looking for speed, I'll definitely say go a different route, or unless you're gonna modify it in some way. Obviously, we've seen a lot of turbo M3s of this generation. But again, classic lines, classic BMW.
Yeah, people put more motors into them too. Definitely a classic, but people do. That's a real big aftermarket one. Like I said, here's a E39 M5 over here. Follow me. Dark red one right here. Beautiful car. Too bad. Rear-wheel drive 5.0, 6-speed. For me, that's like what a German sedan should be. Of course, everything's turbo now, high Bs, dual overhead cams, but this is old school V8 to me. Let's do a walk around, let's check it out.
So is this the best performance sedan ever made?
For its time, I still think it's one of the, like driving enjoyment is up there for me. You got the BBS wheels, the hand-hook tires. So why not like right here? 3-piece. Got the disc brakes, Brembo brakes on it. Holding it down.
It's actually a 650. We got a 650 right here, and then we also got the M2. So basically, the old M3 we were just talking about, this is basically its real replacement, the M2.
Successor.
Going size for size, as you can see, the M4s and the M3s are just gigantic now.
Yeah, they've grown a lot, but this is the right size. Like Matt Fair from the Smoking Tire. It's the right size for me. This beautiful car, that wide body, that color, that's a cold car to me, man.